So back in 2012, I created this YouTube channel. And when I first created it, I really didn't have a vision, and I kept emulating my favorite creators. Some of my favorite creators was obviously Marques Brownlee, which I think a lot of people look up to in this tech space. Zetomax, believe it or not, was one of my favorite creators. And even Shane Stars from Droid Modder X was one of my favorite creators at the time because I was following what they were doing with Android and phones, and I kept emulating the things that they were doing, trying to replicate my own success. And it was a failure. Not only was it a failure, it just didn't really feel right. I wasn't having fun. It wasn't something I really truly enjoyed. Cell phones were always an oversaturated part of YouTube for me, and I just never really fit in. Fast forward to 2016, I discovered my very first drone. It was a Parrot Bebop, and I completely fell in love with the drones. And little did I know that eventually I was going to transition my channel to just talking about drones, and primarily talking about drones. At the time, I lived in Lakeland, Florida. My office wasn't all that impressive. I didn't have a great camera. I had a Canon T3i at the time, and it did well, but I had no idea about shooting manual. I didn't have any idea about auto white balance. The camera didn't even have autofocus. It was pretty bad, but I muddled through and I was able to make some of my best videos. Some of my most watched videos came out of that camera, and it was awesome. Matter of fact, one of my most watched videos came from a cell phone of an HTC 10 at the time. It's pretty incredible. As I started transitioning into drones, we moved to where we are right now, which is my hometown where I grew up. And I decided I was gonna finally make a dedicated office. I converted one of the rooms in the house, it was the smallest room in this house, into my office. But as YouTube started growing, and as I started growing with YouTube, and the channel started to slightly evolve and grow a little bit larger, that space became really compact and small. So I took over another room in the house, which is this room that you see right here. Now, throughout the duration of me taking over this room, it's evolved several times. I think this backdrop behind me has changed a couple of times as to what you've seen. I'm a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to visuals. I shoot all my videos in log. I want to give you the best visual and audio experience possible. But more recently, I've found that it's just not possible to do in this space. This room is a 16 by 16 square. It gets incredibly hot in this room. I have a computer that runs all the time. Matter of fact, there are 3 computers at my desk that run all the time. There are 5 3D printers in this office, and when all of them are running, it sounds absolutely horrendous, and it will completely butcher audio and cause this echo, which makes it very difficult to shoot videos in the same space. Not only that, it gets really hot. It's like a sauna in here. I like to film B-roll, but I have to constantly set cameras up, sliders up, and I want a space in which I could just leave everything up. But for the longest time, it's not been possible. But as my life changes, I needed to change with YouTube. So, this is the future of OriginaldoBo. This space here is going to be the brand new headquarters, the brand new studio, the brand new everything for me as a channel. It's my very own space, all to myself, a heck of a lot larger. I even have my own bathroom back there. This is what I've wanted for, and this is what I've worked for, is to have something somewhere where I can freely create, uninterrupted, and now it's here. None of this could be possible without any of you supporting the channel and making it what it is today. I'm really excited to build this space out. It's a blank canvas right now. It is way larger than what I had at the house. It's also got a lot more AC power. You can see I've got multiple vents up there, so I'm really excited about that. Plus, I don't have to worry about pissing my wife off. I can keep this AC at 72 degrees and nobody will say anything to me. It's a bit hot in here right now. I'm waiting for them to turn the power on, but yeah, I'm pretty stoked about this space. I'll just go ahead and flip the camera around so you can see it. So we've got this back wall here. It's sort of similar to what we had at the house. This is gonna be like the main area for filming. Over here, we're gonna have a workbench where I am going to put like for FPV builds and things. Along this wall here, we're gonna have the drones, 3D printers section here. And then possibly over there, it's a little bit hard to see because the sun's blaring in. I'll probably have an editing station. I'm gonna have to have that window tinted. Or I may put the editing station here. I haven't really decided where I'm gonna put the editing. Probably it's gonna go over there, I would think. And oh look, there's a fire extinguisher. So yeah, this is it. And you know, the journey is just beginning. And as I fill this place out, and as soon as I get it built out, I'll actually do a full tour. It's only one room. It's only one room, and some would say, well, why would you leave your house for a marginally bigger space? And the reality is, I need this space. And there's a lot of things happening that I can't talk about yet, still. But when I'm allowed to talk about those things, a lot of this, like this space will make more sense then. But until then, I want to thank you and stay original.